Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review for you guys. So the movie I'm reviewing today is Titan AE. This movie was released on June 16th in the year 2000. It was directed by Don Bluth and Gary Goldman. And it stars Matt Damon as Cale Tucker, Bill Pullman as Captain Joseph Corso, and Drew Barrymore as Akima. This had a budget between $75 and $90 million. And at the box office, it made $36.8 million, so it was a big box office bomb. It didn't even make half of the money back. And so let's get into this movie. This was one of the movies that I had bought in on VHS and never watched. And I was at a closing down thrift store and found the DVD for cheap, so I decided to buy it. And I was like, you know, I've heard a lot about this. Let me give it a shot. And it was like billed as the animated movie that Star Wars fans wanted. And I definitely see the references to Star Wars, but it was a little iffy for me of how I enjoyed it. So this movie starts off on Earth, and it's in the future, and a alien race has come to Earth. The humans have to escape, and we have Cale and his father is an inventor or like a scientist or something, and he has created this thing called the Titan AE, which stands for After Earth, which is like a way to remake a planet for people to live on. And so Cale gets separated from his father. His father takes the Titan AE into space and I guess goes wherever, and Cale is sent off to a different location. We then fast forward, it was like 10 or 15 years into the future, and Cale is now in his 20s, and he's working on this like craft with a bunch of alien-ish things. I don't know what they're specifically called, but like different beings, not humans. And they have a group of humans that come and decide that they tell Cale that they've been looking for him and that he has a map to where the Titan AE is to restart this planet for humans, that humans are a dying breed. So they give him a ring, and his palm has the map on it. And so Cale decides to go with this crew, which has the Captain Joseph Corso and also Akima on it. They set off for the Titan AE, but there's this race of alien creatures, which are like energy beings, called the Dredge, that are after them. Specifically after Cale, because they want to destroy the Titan AE. So Cale and the crew are on a race against the Dredge to the Titan AE to save humanity. And that's where I'm going to leave the synopsis there, and let's get into what I liked and didn't like about this movie. So this movie came out in 2000, and you can definitely tell that it was a 2000 soundtrack. I actually kind of liked the soundtrack. It was kind of fun, and it's like definitely an alternative pop punk kind of soundtrack, and that's a type of music that I enjoy, so I really did like those little beats in this movie. I also really liked the 2D animation of this movie. The thing is that this is a 2D and 3D animated movie, and I did not enjoy the 3D animation. I thought that it made the 2D characters stand out too much. It seemed more like they were superimposed on the image than a part of the image, but I did like the 2D animation itself. I did like that this movie was more mature for an animated movie. I assume that it was promoted and marketed towards kids, but this was a much more mature take on an animated movie. I mean, the main protagonists, Cale and Akima, were both probably in their early 20s, so definitely skews to like an older audience, and mature content as in we see somebody get their neck broken and die. We also see Cale's animated butt, which is kind of interesting and definitely not something that you would see in a Disney movie. So now let's get into some other things that I did not like. Where I already mentioned the 3D animation, but I also did not like that this movie was a tad bit confusing. It was kind of all over the place, but you know, it ended up being okay. It was just a little hard to follow at times. And then I love Drew Barrymore, but something about her voice in this movie was very distracting. Like, she has a very particular voice, and once I knew that it was Drew Barrymore, it was kind of hard to get back into the movie whenever she talked. So that is it for what I liked and didn't like. Now let's talk about what other people thought of this movie. On Letterboxd, it has a 3 out of 5. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 51% critic score and a 60% audience score. And on IMDb, it has a 6.6 out of 10. And so I ended up giving this a 3 on Letterboxd. I thought it was okay. It was definitely not my favorite anime movie I ever seen, but there were definitely elements of this that I enjoyed. So that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen Titan AD and whether you liked it or didn't like it and why. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye.